Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to 1beatHeart, the game where people get murdered and then we track down the murderer and then we let them go after solving the mystery. That's how these things go. Let us crack on with, I believe we were right at the start of Chapter 3, Black Clover. Let's find out who's going to die today, after a little bit of preamble. And, meeting some new folks, probably. Seems to be how these things go down. Arumu? Oh, hey, Misane. Good morning. This is Nanase's room, is it not? Sure is. Kozen Company just got back, and it sounded like he went off to the lobby to talk to him. Kozen Company, Guess the questioning sort of settled for now, so like, you want to go see what's up? I suppose I will. What about you, Arumu? Ah, well, Nanase asked me to grab some materials. Kinda bored of it now, though, so can I come with? What is he asking her to do? What is he asking her to do it? I think is that meant to be why? Why is he asking her to do it? Well then, let's go together, shall we? Right on. To the lobby! Nanase! Oh, Misane-chan, how you doing? I'm not so tired that I would pass off work to others, at the very least. Sorry about that. I guess that was selfish of me. I talked a bit with Koza and the others. And? Any developments? Well, with the suspects being how they are, you know. So there hasn't been much, I take it. Well, we're at a bit of a stalemate. If only there was someone else who might know something. Ah! Oh, thought of something? How about that guy in the garden? The garden? You mean Shinobu? You have a point. People gather in the garden, and Shinobu has a feeling about him that makes you want to talk to him. Yeah, Shinobu's got this fancy aura, like he's super easy to talk to. He helpfully adjusts to your pace, thus you might easily open your heart to him. And that's what I call winning hearts and minds. Yes, I believe he's a highly skilled communicator. I'm as jealous as can be. You're not exactly shy, Nanase. Really? People say I'm hard to talk to, though. That's because conversations with you go at your pace. We don't have a clear objective right now, so I suppose we'll talk with Shinobu. Evangelion! Hi! We're going to talk to the gardener dude. Right, let's go head to the garden. Roger Dodger! Gotta stand in exactly the right place. Interact with slightly the wrong bit of the door, it doesn't open. I guess that's how doors work. Hey Misane, good day. Good day to you, too, Shinobu. Don't overexert yourself now. You look even paler than before. That's perceptive of you. I often hear guests talking here, so I naturally end up observing. Which is actually why I wanted to talk with you a little bit. Do you have some time? With me? Well, hold on. I'm tending to the plants. Could you wait until I'm done? Yes, that's fine by me. Oh, that's right. I had a report to give. Report? Yeah, to your dad, Miss Anna-chan. To my father? What about? They're handling the questioning.
Oh.
Ah, just forget it. Huh? Well, if you'll excuse me. Nanase. And he's gone. Smells like a scoop. I'm gonna go take a peep. Yeah. Oh, well, I should be able to manage on my own. Hooray! No classes. It's good. I also have no work. So, it doesn't mean I can't go into work, but I also have no work to do tomorrow. I'm gonna have to find busy work. Hooray for no things to do. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I was like, well, I'm on top of everything. I'm going to take a day off and I'm going to stream all day. That would be great. I wish my workload was that my work schedule was that flexible. But yeah. Drinks industry, yo. Nobody drinks in January. Sorry to make you wait. It took me a while to wrap up. No, it's fine. It's your job after all. Besides, just sitting here makes me forget about the passage of time. It wasn't any bother. Oh, I see. Maybe it's thanks to the plants. If so, then my efforts are rewarded. I'm glad. Well then, what did you want to talk about? Are you familiar with the ongoing case? Ah, well, yes, when the police came, they did come to talk to me as well. Even though I don't have any direct connection, all the culprits did come here. Maru and Nemoto came here? Yeah, and they seemed troubled by something. Troubled? It's true that they told us some things of that nature. Even so, I don't feel like they were types of people to take it to the point of murder. You're right. But people's minds are prone to change. The slightest trigger can make their balance collapse. Even then, these successive incidents, perhaps a Reaper has lodged here. A Reaper? That's straight out of fantasy. That's like Mass Effect 3. I know we're in the future, but like Reapers, they come to destroy humanity? People say I'm a romantic sort like that. Death of humanity is so romantic. Still, that Reaper might not be such a thing of fantasy after all. Huh? What I mean is, sometimes humans can rise to the role of reaping lives. Misane, you should be very careful yourself. I understand. Good. You know the culprit hasn't been caught yet. Right. I wonder what will happen next. I will catch them, I swear it. I can't possibly leave without doing so. I see. You know, Misane, I can really believe that. I'll be rooting for you. Alright. Well, I still have a bit more work to do. I'll have to excuse myself. Thank you for taking the time. So long. If I may briefly, very briefly, toot my own horn, he better not die. He had better not die. Like, the Scottish accent is like one of the few I can like half comfortably do to a reasonable, what I feel is a somewhat reasonable standard. I quite like doing Scottish voices. I feel like it sounds natural and not like I'm just completely forcing a really stupid voice, which is what most of them are. He actually sounds like I'm actually... When I do a Scottish voice, I feel like I'm voice acting, damn it. That's where I'm at. Nanase. Oh, Misane-chan, did you hear from Shinobu? Yes, though I'm afraid it may not have been very beneficial. He told me that Marue and Nomoto appeared worried about something. Worried, huh? Well, people don't do murders without a reason, after all. Certainly true. Come to think of it, did you finish your business? Eh? Oh, it wasn't anything that important. I finished in no time. Right now, how about you go to your room and rest? Well, mine is fine too. I feel it's dangerous being alone in this situation. I'll do that. Canola... Oh god. I say that and now I'm stuck in Scottish. Canola Hatanaka crash, do you? That's Scottish. No, I can't shift gears. Was she? Why, she's a bit of a cockney, right? Can Hatanaka crash too? Sure, perhaps we'll sort some things out. Perhaps we'll sort things out some. Which room are we going into? Let's go to mine. They're both defined as my room. Well, I guess we gotta go... Yeah, we absolutely have to go into his. Okay. To sum it up simply, someone instigated the killers to commit murder. They can clearly remember their actions were instigated, but can't remember who it was. Perhaps we should think of it like so. The true culprit did something to the perpetrators. Right, because we don't know what they did. They hacked him. I mean, means that a possibility? Sure, the master program isn't perfect. Even so, if it were hacked, I should be able to tell right away. Outside of myself creating a virus, I think that method would be impossible. Talk about confident, I feel like you can see right through everything. Nanase is the creator of the master program, so naturally. Ah, that's one heck of a resume. Oh, I'm really stuck in the Scottish accent. I don't know what I've done. My brain has like locked. Wow, that's... Oh, I can't do it now. Hang on. I don't know what I need to... Like, I've talked about this briefly in, like, I think it was probably during 1beatHeart actually, but like, for a lot of my really silly accents, I've got like a kind of a triggery sort of catchphrasey thing that I will like say to myself in the head to try and like get into that character, I suppose. I really don't have one per se for the Cockney-ish accent beyond just white, which I just quite like saying. White mate. It will absolutely be after lunch. We'll go for a morning nap, go for a brief bite at lunch, and then murder. That's how these days go by. That's one heck of a resume. That's just trying now. Hey mate, tie me kangaroo down sport. That's one heck of a resume. Still, it's not like I'm necessarily the smartest guy in the world, so I can't perfectly deny it. Maybe I'm the most weird-brained guy in the world, though. A way to control people other than hacking. Brainwashing? Yeah, that's about all I can think of, but If that's it, then how did the culprit approach Meroe and Nomoto? We may have to consider their method for that as well. A prior acquaintance? That seems unlikely. People come to hotels from all sorts of places. That's true. Not supposing they were brainwashed here, though. What about the other guests? Yes, there's no saying for sure that they haven't done anything to more guests. Yeah, it's been real quiet today, that guy next door. Yeah, you're right. Next door? The guest in the room opposite yours, Miss Ana-chan. I've heard him rambling to himself, and snoring and so on. Oh, how dare he snore in a hotel? That's so weird to snore in a hotel room. That's definitely suspicious. Well, that's unfortunate. No, it's fine. I can sleep through any circumstance. But anyway, I haven't heard anything from him today. Maybe he caught a cold. Considering the repeated incidents, I'm worried, even if it may be a needless fear. You're right, who knows? He might even know something. Let's go talk with the guy next door. Yes, let's do that. New guy! Oh, yep, that... I pressed the button to go through the door, but there was no go through the door icon, but a cutscene happened anyway. Say, what exactly is the person lodging here like? Let's see, that room's got a shades-wearing gentleman with a marvellous smile. And also, like I said before, he talks to himself and snores real loud. Is that so? Were you afraid it'd be someone scary? No, I meet many scary people in this line of work. And honestly, there's no one scarier than you, Nanase. What does that mean? Let's try knocking. No response. Perhaps he's out. I got the impression he was in his room a lot. I mean, obviously, since I was hearing him so much. Way to endure it. Well, you want old Hatsunaka to take off and search the whole hotel then? This hotel is rather expensive. Don't you underestimate Hatsunaka's running speed and stamina! Here I go! Ah, you shouldn't run in the hallways. She's already gone. I wonder what we should do. Well, Koza's a hotel employee. He's usually in the lobby, so he might know. Good point, let's talk to Koza next. Who was Koza? Oh, he was my well-spoken gent. Hello, sorry to bother you so soon after your return. Oh, no. It is I who made you wait for selfish reasons. So then, what can I do for you? It's about the guest who's staying in the room next to Nanase's. Ah, that old gentleman. I'd consider it very likely he's in his room now, rather than prowling around out here. Yes, well, we knocked, but got no response. Oh, perhaps he's having a nap. Though I do feel he said that he doesn't nap since he's young yet. Very well, I suppose I must accompany you. At such an age, even the unthinkable must be thought of. As they say, when time is on your heels, all are wounded. You mean... Oh, never mind. Please do. I don't even know what he meant that time. Understood. Kept you waiting. Wow. Oh, you startled me. Startled, huh? Okay, so, I gave her one big look, and... No, didn't see him. You look exhausted. Are you alright? All Hatsunaka's A-okay. Running everywhere is all in a day's work for a reporter. Hardly necessary, madam. One look at the data we employees have access to, and we can easily tell where he is right this moment. Ah, oh, wish you'd said that sooner. We shall view it over there. So shall we get going? Alright. Where's over there exactly? Nope, not the garden. There are only, like, 2 places to be. It's not that room. Please better define there, Koza. Nope. Maybe it is the garden. Maybe we can discuss it in the garden. Wait, what? This is literally everywhere. Oh, okay. Oh, it is once again interact with the door, but the door doesn't have an icon to tell you can interact with it. I wonder if that's just like a bug, I suppose. I wonder if there is supposed to be an icon above that door to say, yes, you can look at it. I've looked at the employee exclusive entry and exit data, but the last entry for this guest was an entry. Which means he's still in the room? Correct. So long as the hotel's data files have not been corrupted or falsified. You mean falsified? Let's just try knocking once more. No response. Well, desperate times and all. I shall bust down the door. Physically? Well, perhaps I phrased it too roughly. What I meant was, using this employee's card, I shall open the lock. It is meant only as an emergency measure, but perhaps that time is now. All set? Now come right in. Oh, thank you very much. Excuse us. Dun dun dun! He's dead. We haven't even met anybody, and he's already dead. What is this? No good. He's already dead. No! The room's locked, right? Yes. And there's no records of anyone else entering or leaving. A locked room. Sorry, but could I inspect the other rooms? Is something the matter? Well, it occurred to me looking at the records. There are other rooms that have gone some time without any record of an exit. I have a bit of a bad feeling, you might say. Well then, I'll accompany you. Misane-chan, try investigating here. Right, I understand. Okay then, you got old Hatanaka to help. Yes, perhaps we might find something. Let's examine this thoroughly. Dun dun dun! Everybody in the hotel's dead. They're all dead, Dave. This contains blankets and bathrobes. And yukata, real Japanese style. This jacket, did it belong to the victim? It's all neatly folded. Sorry about this, it seems the pockets are also empty. And not much else of note. This is likely the victim's luggage. There's a large bag and a small bag. Anything in them? Pardon me. No luck, nothing catches my eye. Mysteries abound, yo! A futon? One of them mattress types. Don't feel like I could sleep in a bed on the floor myself. You'd sense footsteps echoing, for one thing. I'd really hate if I heard some creepy voice. It doesn't seem there's much of interest here. A tatami mat. The victim's collapsed on it, and it's a bit stained with a pool of vomited blood. Come to think, this is a Japanese-style room. Right, it appears holograms are used to quickly alter the design of a room to match the guest's wishes. Man, technology's amazing. Other than the bloodstains, it all looks brand new. Nothing fell out. Nothing fell out or nothing, huh? Let's check the body. This is probably the most important bit. We probably should look to this first. The victim. Poison? No, perhaps suffocation. There's no postmortem lividity to indicate poison, and it's hard to imagine he strangled himself. Maybe it's an error. Same poison that got used on Sataka? No, if it was poison, it seems it was a different one. Shitsuna's sleeping pills, Sataka's poison, both things which would not be easy to obtain. They're powerful, not meant to be used on people. Wait, what? Sleeping pills are not meant to be used on people? Like, what? We got a pharmacist on... we got a pharmacist on our hands? Medicine with a brainwashing effect. In this day and age, perhaps it could exist. For now, I'll make a note of this. I don't know what the word lividity means. I've not come across that. How many chapters are there? I don't know, actually, is a good point. The last one had 4 and an epilogue-ish bit, but the epilogue was actually quite a long chapter in its own right, and it was basically a full chapter. And he kind of set them up for this, because it was kind of like, now we've become private investigators doing mystery solving. So, yeah, it kind of set up 1beatHeart. It was a bit of a weird, incongruous addition at the end. It was just like, some years later, they're now private investigators. So, I mean, I would imagine they were very similar in length, honestly, so 4 main chapters, but this is also feeling weirdly conclusive, in spite of the fact that we're only 3 chapters deep. Half the hotel's dead, and we've got to a chapter where they're like, they didn't even preamble and like introduce new characters or anything, they're just like, here's a dead guy! Like, oh, exactly, they didn't have lunch, there's a dead guy before lunch, they're really ramping it up. Plus then there's the insinuation that actually everybody else in all the other rooms are dead. Like, they probably are. And can you Google what the hell lividity means? Because, like, I've not come across that word before. What is post-mortem lividity? Locked room. Cause of death. And that's the crime scene. Strange. There's just too little information. Maybe we'll get other information from the other 10 corpses. I really wish you could just hit B to leave that screen. That was ridiculous. Misane-chan. Anase, how did it go? Right, about that. We identified all of the guests in the... Yep, there we go. We identified all of the guests in the suspicious rooms to be dead. Huh? I also investigated the causes of death and such. Some were stabbed, some had a blow to the head. And all of these were locked rooms, correct? Yeah, but many of them are hard to think of as suicides. Let's put together what each of us learned. First of all of the rooms were locked. And their guest entry data hadn't updated for a long time. Teruhi checked as well, and there have been no malfunctions since that prior event. The data should be accurate. Hard as that is to believe. And also, there's a lack of consistency in the deaths. Cause of death were not uniform, ranging from stabbing to hanging to stab. They didn't mention hanging! Unless we're counting like the first one, in which case that was hanging. They were all killed in a variety of ways. Who could have done this? It's Jigsaw, it's totally Jigsaw. Or... the guy from Zero Time Dilemma? I guess Zero? Or Monokuma. One of those three. It's definitely Jigsaw, Zero, or Monokuma. Who could have done this? I'm also wondering how. It seems they all died around the same time. Hey, I just had an idea. So I want you to listen, okay? Arumu, I want to do what I can to help. I suppose we can hear it out. Indeed, even now we're at an impasse. Arumu, please proceed. Gotcha. First off, I'm going to talk what the people who died have in common. Their rooms were locked, making perfect locked rooms. Now the hotel logs, they got to compare with the person data. What gets made when they sign into the hotel. So, somebody who can enter rooms without it being theirs. In other words, the hotel owner is suspicious. So says Hatanaka. Oh, okay. How's that? Hotel owner. It's true. He seems the one who would be able to do it most easily. Or the computer guy, he could probably also falsify data. Let's give it some careful thoughts. I should check what I've noted so far. They died from suffocation, but had no lividity. Oh, okay. Ooh, you have a definition for me. The black and blue discoloration of the skin of a cadaver, resulting from an accumulation of deoxygenated blood in subcutaneous vessels. Okay. 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 I don't know, like, is that a... They died from suffocation, but they hadn't gone black and blue, I guess. The gardener has an employee card, but I don't think the gardener would have, like, admin access to the systems. Because, I mean, the hotel owner was just like, here, I've got a card that lets me into these places, let me myself in. The gardener might have access, but I think it would, like, track the gardener. Whereas, like, you know, you've got the guy who's running the system who presumably can manipulate the data, and you've got the guy who runs the hotel who has basically master override access. The gardener probably just has a ordinary entering and exiting a room card. All the rooms were locked. Nobody died the same way, and everyone had been in their room for a while when they died, and nobody had gone in or out. Who would you like to save? Yeah, probably should do that. Okay, good luck. First off, I'm gonna... Whoa. One second, let me just adjust the music. That music's come through really loud compared to like all the rest of the music in the game. That was like that seemed like really loud. One second. It's probably a bit better. First off, I'm going to talk what the people who died have in common. Whoop. Oh, sorry, I keep clicking out the window. It's a chance, the fact they were locked rooms. Yepers, that's what I'm going to talk about. All the guests being perfect locked rooms. It's baffling. The rooms were locked, making perfect locked rooms. All the victims' rooms were locked rooms. Weird, huh? Every single one of them. And yet still many of the causes of death suggest that they were murdered. Now the hotel locks, they've got to compare with the person data, what gets made when they sign into the hotel. And for anyone else to enter a room, you'd need the special card the hotel owner has. Or otherwise an employee's card. Okay, I guess maybe that does allow anyone who works for the hotel to get in and out like that. That seems like a security loophole that the owner should probably step on if, like, any of his employees can just walk in and out of guests' rooms freely. It's like, you know, maybe they shouldn't have that. Good point. You only just noticed, with stuff like this, you gotta expect that it's a big shot. That's, well, I wonder. So, somebody can enter the rooms without it being theirs. In other words, the hotel owner is suspicious. So says Hatanaka. Hotel owner, you say? Because he's the originator, yeah? It's his own building. He could eat it for breakfast. Even supposing that, what's the motive? That I haven't figured out yet. Even so, wouldn't the owner leave behind a record of his entry? Yeah, would surely any card would leave a thing, right? Arumu, you say the hotel owner is suspicious. Yet even the owner would surely leave records of his entries and exits. Eh? In a case like the gimmick room, where there was a malfunction in the system itself, then we wouldn't know. But there's been no malfunction since then. Yes, indeed, Teruhi checked that. But I mean, he's the owner and all, so couldn't he do something to do a thing about that? Not at all. That is impossible. I say this because my father is hopeless with technology. Well, it would be a different story if he had the programming and hacking know-how to conceal entry data, but it seems that's not the case. It is with me. We're in the middle of an important conversation here. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sure even I would leave traces of my attempt to conceal the data, so I think it would take skill even greater than that. And if the owner is a possibility, so are the if the owner is a possibility, so are the employees. I guess we're back to square one. How about the guy in the garden? Shinobu? But he said he didn't know anything. I don't mean like that. He just seems smart, so I feel like maybe he'll have some good wisdom for us. You should know a thing or two about the other guests. Maybe we could get something out of it. Leave the investigation here to me. Misane-chan, go talk with him. Understood. I'll be off. Hatanaka's coming with. Alright, thank you. She's insisting on tagging along this chapter. Normally she runs off. Oh, I didn't mean to leave the garden. Bah. Hello. Sorry to keep bothering you. Oh, Scottish. Oh, Misane and Aruma's with you. Yo. Do you need something? I'd like to talk with you some more. Or rather, I'd like some advice. I'm almost done with work here. Sure thing. Thank you. Those guests. No wonder you're running to and fro down below. I didn't tell him just how many other victims there were, but it may be wise to observe his reaction. I can't fully trust anyone right now. Yes, so we're wondering if you knew anything about the guests. Let's see. Well, I would say Merue and Nemoto were the ones who left the deepest impression on me. I don't know so much about the other guests. Is that right? They were perfectly locked rooms, right? Yes. I read books pretty often. Mysteries are some of my favourites. Mass deaths, at the same time, in locked rooms. There is a method that could meet those requirements. Is there really? Could you hear me out for a second? Yes, go right ahead. I'll present you with a possibility. The rooms were locked rooms, but the objective was to lock the victims in the rooms, and the culprit was not inside. After confining them in the rooms, they used some means to kill them with a poison mist. What do you make of that? I'm imagining some kind of fumigant. It's not the most reasonable method, but it could fit the bill. That's wrong! They all died from different methods. No, didn't think of that, no. Indeed, if poison mist spread all at once, but it would be difficult. I should check what I've noted so far, such as how none of them died the same way. Would you like to save? Yeah, why not? Sure. Wait, how many... Wait, I'm only allowed... Oh, I have more pages that way. Okay. I was thinking I only had 4 save slots. Normally you get, like, infinite. Or tons. He's either A, the big shot, or B, just a guy with... What, you think the gardener is masterminding the whole hotel? Actually, secretly, he's in charge of everything. Could be. Could be. Okay, go for it. I'll present you with a possibility. Are you knowledgeable about this kind of thing? Not so much knowledgeable, it's just second-hand from novels. But then again, mystery novels are full of culprits who successfully meet difficult conditions without issue. Unless you were someone rather skilled in murder, it would probably be difficult. Indeed. The rooms were locked rooms, but the objective was to lock the victims in the rooms. And the culprit was not inside. So it's not that victims didn't try to exit, but they simply couldn't? That's right. If they were locked in there, then of course they wouldn't be able to leave. We would then have to consider how they accomplished that, but it's not inconceivable. After confining them in the rooms, they used some means to kill them. With a poison mist. What do you make of that? Poison mist? What do you mean, some means? Ah, well, for example, maybe through the vents. That's a bit cliché though. Indeed, if they placed something to produce a poison mist somewhere in the ventilation system. However, that'd be an indicator of death by poison. I'm imagining it was some kind of fumigant. It's not the most reasonable method, but it could fit the bill. It's a rather concrete possibility you've suggested. I suppose I'm a mystery buff. No, I'm probably not worthy of being called that. I just don't want any more victims. I hope this can be resolved soon. Yes, I'm going to end this today. Alright, we are going to present... Right, she said there was... Yeah, poison considered, but she said it wasn't poison. Well, if they all died the same way, varying causes would be the answer, but she seemed to take more issue with the fact that it was poison. Yeah, there we go. You suggest a locked room murder via poison mist. But if it were poison, there would be signs on the body. No post-mortem lividity, as would be caused by poison, was found on the victim's body. I did consider poison briefly, but due to the lack of those telltale signs, I concluded it was wrong. Oh, I see. That's too bad. I mean, it'd be suspicious if I were right. No, that's not... Were you not aware yourself that you were treating me with suspicion? Sorry, I keep letting my talent for observation run wild. But it makes it a little harder for me to speak too. I apologise. It's fine, in your line of work, that's the right call. With all these incomprehensible cases, I bet you barely caught on to the culprit's thinking. Yes. You need to cast suspicion even on someone like me, because you can't know what a killer is thinking. Oh yeah, I don't see Arumu anywhere. What? Sure enough, where did she get to? Go look for her, especially in this situation. It'd be dangerous to leave her alone. I'll do that. Sorry to take up your time. But we're gonna leave him alone! Oh no! It's okay. If you need anything, come by any time. Like I've been saying. Anything you want to talk about, just come by. Although I'll be stepping out in a bit. Yes, understood. Thank you very much. Hey, there she is. Wow, Misane, what were you doing? Shinobu was like poison mist through the vents, so I gave her a look. See? The vents? Yep. Well, didn't see much with how dark it was. No doubt. Whatever happened, we're talking about a poison mist. That would have been dangerous. Good thinking. Again, it would have been dangerous just entering the room. Where are Nanase and Koza? Not back yet, it looks like. With all the victims, it might be taking a while to investigate. You may be right. It's okay if Hatsunaka speaks up again. Again? Yeah, not like I solved the murder puzzle or nothing, but... Yes, that's fine. It can only help to say whatever we can say. Thank you. If there's no chance of them being murdered, then ain't there only one thing to think? The rooms were locked, and we don't know how you go about setting that up. Seems everybody was troubled by something. So maybe at that moment they all got the urge. I know it's a painful thing to conclude, but everybody died sort of the same way, so I'm just saying, isn't it a possibility? How's that? Suicide. But the prior cases were also set up to make us suspect suicide. I should check what I've noted so far. Yep. Yeah, we'll save. Let's do this. If there ain't no chance of him being murdered, then ain't there only one thing to think? Only one thing? Because I can't think of nothing else. Having at least one, it's like, at least I'm safe. I don't know if safe is a fitting word. Rooms were locked, and we don't know how you go about setting that up. The data didn't appear to be falsified, and there are no traces of entry from other routes. See, maybe there's no third party at all. Seems everyone was troubled by something, so maybe, at that moment, they all got the urge. Multiple people on a specific day, at a specific time, in this part of country, localized entirely within your kitchen. The Aurora Borealis. Is that plausible? Better odds than winning the lottery, maybe. Even that I'm not sure about. I know it's a painful thing to conclude, but everyone dies the same way, so I'm just saying, isn't it a possibility? Suicide? Because I can't think of a darn thing else. Too much that can't be somebody else's doing. Even so, maybe there's something. Something. How's that? See, all of them suicides. If they all hung themselves, I could understand. I don't know what to go with this one, actually. Rooms were locked. Don't know how you go about setting that up. Multiple people on a specific day, specific time. Is that plausible? There was winning the lottery, maybe? No. We've used entry data and corpse state before. I feel like that by process of elimination, it's almost varying causes. Everybody died sort of the same way. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't die sort of the same way. It is varying causes. You say they were suicides, but the victims died of a number of causes. Causes? They lost their lives in a variety of ways. Hanging, stabbing, many others. There are methods among them that, while not impossible, are not easily thought of as a way you'd choose to kill yourself. If they took their own lives, there must be a reason. Why would they use such roundabout means? Why die in a way that causes doubt and confusion? And all on this particular day. Thinking about the reason makes a whole mess of mysteries pop up. Indeed it does. To what end? For what reason would you do this? Nana's saying Koza still haven't returned. Hey, Nana says his bit phone was broken. How do you think he's investigating? Oh. Old Hatanaka's got to take photos of evidence too. I'm on my way. Be careful. Nope, she's already left. Guess what should I do? Shinobu. I'll go see Shinobu. If in doubt, ask the gardener. There he is. I thought you were gone. Hey, good day. Good day, Misane. You look very pale. Do I? Enough that I think anybody could tell. Is that right? Honestly, I don't know anything. To what end are they doing this? And honestly, I'm irritated with myself for not knowing. I see. Take it easy, okay? Have you calmed down some? Yes, thank you very much. I guess you're really stuck. Well, there's not a single thing that I can feel confident about. I can't think it was all suicide. I don't want to think it. What were they thinking as they died? I can't find any trace of it. I see. Maybe this can be the place you come to at times like that. Everything's just a mess right now. Personally, I'm glad if you consider this place somewhere to come for tranquility. Right, would you hear me out again? Huh? If you have time, that is. No, it's fine. Please. Right. If it's dubious from the way they died, and that they did it on their own, somebody else must be involved in their death. I think the same thing. However, there's simply no trace of another's involvement. No clues. That contradicts the previous thought. Those thoughts go back and forth. A vicious cycle you can't escape. Without some new development, you can't do anything more. Trapped in such an ant-lion's pit, what are you thinking now? Would you like to save? Yeah. Oh, I thought they were asking me for something there. I was like, that was literally just the review. Normally they give you at least some prompt. They're like, you are now going to review the data. That just threw me straight to the data screen. I was like, what am I doing with this data? Am I supposed to give an answer here? No, I was just reading it. Okay. There's nothing more on this one. Okay. If it's dubious from the way they died that they did, oh, someone else must be involved. I think the same thing. There's simply no trace of another's involvement, no clues, that contradicts the previous thoughts. Thoughts go back and forth, a vicious cycle you can't skip. Without some new development, you can't do anything more. I got nothing. Trapped in such an lion's pit, what are you thinking now? Should I... Oh, right, okay. Alright. Or it's just one of these. Should I say what I'm thinking? Do it! It's hopeless. Like, that's come up a few times, the yes or no answer to a question. They have never once yet in this game has no been the correct answer. It's always just been like, should I do this thing which will advance the plot? Yes or no? We're like, well, yes, otherwise we're going nowhere. Right now I have no ace in the hole to break open this case. There's nothing. Misane, why did you take this job? Calling it my job may not be quite right. I'm technically still a student, but there are many evil people in this world. I don't think I can catch all the evil people, but I want to make this world at least a little safer. That's a fine aspiration for your age. I'm mostly quoting my father. Right now, I can't do anything about this case. I see. Then do you think this case will just go unsolved? That's a sad thing. I think this case isn't a baffling mass suicide, but rather a murder case. Huh? It's all because of an atrocious, vicious, awful person who at this very moment, still breathes easy. Misane Mikoto. How do you feel about that person? The feeling whirling around in your chest. You know what it is. If there's a culprit like that person, I would never forgive them. Right. That unforgivable feeling. That alone is plenty sufficient as a trigger. Why don't you go talk with him? Wait, what? I'm not sure what just happened. What just happened? Come by if you need anything. So long. Wait, are you... It was Nanase all along. What? Hey, Misane-chan. Took a while, but the investigation... Misane-chan? I'll never forgive the culprit. So... Stop it, Misane-chan. What you're thinking right now, you can't. Sure, if the evil people were gone, if all of them were erased, the world would be peaceful. But that's a thought the two of us denied together. The thing we can do is go a little bit at a time, even if it won't come to pass while we're alive. If we can make a world we can consider better off than if we weren't here, that's good enough. Nanase. If you're at a loss, ask me for guidance. Because you guided me back, way back when, Misane-chan. See, I wasn't sure where that was going. Like, I wasn't quite sure how to, like, voice her. Because it was like, I almost got the vague impression, like, they were, like, accusing Nanase of being the murderer. And I was like, is he just sneaking off to go murder people? I mean... that would be quite the plot twist. 2 games later, turns out the protagonist of the first game was the bad guy in the second game. Directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Because you guided me way back when, Misane-chan. I'd like to repay you for it. Nanase, hold on. Stay right there. It'll just be for a second. Forgive me. That gardener? It's faint, but I'm glad I still had a little bit left in me. Misane-chan, you don't look well, so I can do it myself. No, Nancy, you were just talking about us, you realize. I can't possibly just wait at a time like this. Right. Now, active nature is one of your strong points, Miss Sana-chan. I'm an ex-shut-in, so I ought to study that more. I'd say you're superior to me in vigor, Nanase. Really? Yes, let's hurry and put an end to this. Yeah. What is going on? Is it the gardener? Is it the gardener? Is it Koza? Is it Aru? Is it Nanase? I don't know what's happening. Oh, you're saying like the gardener just like brainwashed Misane? Oh, he just people do find him very easy to talk to. He's very like, oh, he gets people on his side. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm the gardener. I'm really easy to talk. And everyone came to see the gardener. Oh yeah, it's totally the gardener. Choose between the gardener or Nanase. Yeah, the gardener totally fits the bill. Everybody visits the gardener, and everybody loves the gardener, and everybody thinks the gardener's great and easy to talk to and just the most wonderful person to be with, and it's actually all mind games. That doesn't remotely explain any of the deaths, but it explains how some stuff happened. Come to think of it, where's Koza or Arumu? After we finished investigating, they went back to their rooms to do their respective duties or whatnot. They aren't dead, are they? I sense their life signs, so I think they're okay. Look, it's fine. I'm just feeling it. It can't be that damaging to me. I didn't even say anything yet. Anyway, let's hurry on up. Indeed, to prevent any further harm. Shinobu. Hey, Misane. No, hey, Misane. Huh? You seem different from before. I don't know what you did to her, but you're not going to shake Misane-chan's faith that easily. Well, fantastic. Wonderful. That's deserving of praise. Just what are you? Me, I'm Shinobu Kasuga. Right now, I'm nothing more, nothing less. Are you involved in this case? Right. As a reward, I guess I'll tell you everything. It was the gardener! He, did try to manipulate Misane into suspecting Nanase, I think, is what just happened in that last scene. And then he's like, but wait, I'm Nanase, you love me. And everything went back to normal. First, I am the true culprit of this case, as well as the culprit of the cases of third-party murders you've no doubt been chasing. You! Misane-chan, calm down. I'm thinking that what you used on Misane-chan was some kind of mind control through conversation. Is that it? Well, so you even figured out that much. I could only expect that the brilliant mind behind the master program would be on another level. You are correct. I primarily use conversation to shape and control people's minds. I mean, you put it so simply, but it must take serious talent to bring it this far. To induce a state so similar to deep mind control? I would think you'd need to know a fair amount about the person. Yes, indeed. The more they open their hearts to me, the deeper they can drown in my words. As far as my investigation found, there were no wiretaps or anything in this building. So that's why his investigation took so long. Indeed, I had listening devices for the sake of information gathering. Though calling them device is a bit degrading to them. Misane, perhaps you know. Huh? Do you know where I placed wiretaps? Where did he put wiretaps? Since our options are people, it can only be cats. Like, he loved the cats. Can you have a title as a prediction master? I mean what, like on Discord or something? You can change your own nickname, so like knock yourself out if you want. If you want to be like Prediction Master Evangelion or Evangelion Prediction Master. I mean, you can call yourself that. That's fine. I cannot do much for you on YouTube. That is like beyond my powers. I mean, there is that guy who said he would come to Svalbard with us and then didn't come to Svalbard with us, and then Tulkus proclaimed him the Deceiver, so he is now the Deceiver on Discord as well. But he did it himself. Yeah, it's totally the fat cats. Yeah, no, I'm hovering over it. I'm not deliberating. It is totally the fat cats. The cats? Correct. Not bad at all. They were real lifesavers. They cover such a wide area. I could hear things about anyone from here. You used them for that? What are you angry about? Oh well, here's your reward for another correct answer. Many people come to this hotel. I selected those who seemed most easily controlled and set them up to kill themselves today at a set time. That is the truth of this case you so longed to know. Suicide? But things like stabbing aren't appropriate for it, you're going to say? People are free to decide how they want to die. Don't meddle. There's no reason they should have died. People don't often speak reasons for wanting to die. You're a bit hard-headed, aren't you? Perhaps you've already forgotten what I did to you. I wasn't even trying to make it so deep that you'd immediately forget. Out of a sense of justice? That unforgivable feeling. It's not only targeted at other people. It's interesting just how many people in this country can't forgive themselves. Why would you do this? Why? There is no why. Misane, are you under the impression that everything in this world happens for a reason? It's a bit disappointing you're less stubborn, but even if I'd left clear traces of a third party, you wouldn't have made it this far. But don't you understand that you can't escape anymore? That's funny. Where's your proof? There are no witnesses. Everyone either died or has no memory of me at all. You can try to record my words, but I'll soon be discarding Shinobu Kasuga. Besides, by the time you begin to talk to me, you'd already lost to me. I was getting tired of this appearance and name anyway. It's convenient. What do you... Take a nap. Oh, he's good. He's very good. And out like a light. Goodbye. That's an end credit screen. That is the most dissatisfying end credit screen I've ever come to in my life. Music from all of the people who make all of the free music for YouTube videos. I know the names Josh Woodward and Kevin MacLeod. I don't know the others as much, but... something about undressing in the lyrics there. Cast, Nanase, Maroka, Misane, Maroka, Shitsuna, Maroka, Marue, Maroka, Tarui, Maroka, Koza, Maroka, Arumu, Maroka, Shinobu, Maroka, Nomare, Maroka, Nemoto, Maroka, Ashley, Maroka, Sataka, Maroka. Cats, I left the cats as cats, they're fine. System, I don't know what the system was. Was that just like the alarms? Maroka. You need to stop typing lol. For some reason YouTube doesn't like it when you say lol. Every time you say lol, I have to approve that message. Like, without fail. There are people who say the F word and other, like, serious things that only get filtered some of the time. Sometimes it's okay. Whenever you say lol, without fail, YouTube says, this message has been held for review. Do you want to approve this message? It's like, I don't know what it doesn't like about that. I couldn't actually change between all those voices that quickly while they're all on the screen at once. I couldn't rattle through like 12 different accents in 12 seconds. I really wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I figure if you actually said lol, like lol, it would probably actually approve it because that's standard and common on the internet, and I imagine YouTube was probably aware of that fact. Because you say lol as opposed to lol, I think YouTube's like, what is this? This is... Yeah, see, that's actually fine. It actually didn't ask me when you said lol. I think it's literally the fact that YouTube is like, this is not a word that we recognize. Nobody actually says this. This is just random garbled garbage. Let us filter this out. By the time we woke up, Shinobu had vanished from the hotel. Not only in the hotel, it seemed not a single person but myself and Nanase could remember Shinobu. Wow, didn't think it would be this effective. Is this any time for admiration? In all fairness, yes, what he did was incredibly impressive. He got away from us. He must change his appearance and name every time. Then we're back to the start. Nah. Even if we only move an inch forward, it's better than nothing. It's still moving forward. How positive of you. Well, we'd never catch him our whole lives otherwise. Indeed, you're right. Anyway, it's about time for checkout. Right, once we're ready, let's go. Can I just wander off and... I can't leave without talking to Nanase. You were just talking to him. You ready? Yes, I'm fine. Okay, well, let's go. Okay, next time, I swear it. Ah, the air feels nice up on a boat. Wait! The epilogue of 1beatHeart took place on a boat, I think. Yeah, it was like on a cruise boat. Is this actually where the epilogue took place? Dun dun dun! Ah, the air feels nice up on a boat. It does. Speaking of boats, I feel like there was this case. There have been several cases on boats, so I don't know which one you're talking about. I hope to avoid any more trouble on them. Foreshadowing? Please stop. Why, I see some familiar faces there. You'll not say you've forgotten me. Oh, is it Izuchi? Am I supposed to know Izuchi? Hang on. Let me just, one moment. Is that a name I've... oh, okay. I don't for a moment remember who he is, but I absolutely have a name written on a notepad here, which says Izuchi Scottish. So, maybe he is, after all. Yes, it is I, and none other than Izuchi Nasuka, as genius as the day I was born. But enough. So you're Nanase's assistant. I've heard tell of you. Yay, it's Izuchi. Haven't seen you in a year, it feels like. Why did you respond slower than this girl here? Use that too full head of yours. What have you been up to? You know, system development and other miscellanea. It would be a hassle to list out all of the numerous things I do. Developing any weird medicines or anything? No, that's just... I am. Of course he is. Yay, I was in the mood to be a test subject. Please, have me drink something. Right, I've yet to test it on humans. Drink up. Down the hatch. Oh! Nanase. I don't see any particular changes. What effect was it supposed to have? Right, well, look forward to it. It's just a bit slow to take effect. If he sleeps here and catches a cold, the effect may weaken, and we can't have that. Let's carry him. I'm asking you to help me. It's been a while since that happened. I wonder what's going to happen in the end. Huh? I thought he was on the sofa by the window, but he's gone? There is only one truth, usually. That voice. Who is this? I knew it, the old lady was the culprit. Well, my work here is done. Could I ask your name? Yoshi Nanase, detective. Oh, okay. It is Kitty Nanase. Okay, fine. I guess that's... I guess he looked... I thought he looked Nanase-ish, I suppose. I don't remember the context for Izuchi at all, but the fact that he's already on my list of voices, alongside all the other characters from 1beatHeart, he definitely was in. He was in the first game. Does that rule out the possibility that he might be like a different? But if he's this secret murderer who's changing his identity all the time, I don't think he, and just based on what we know of him and his MO and attitudes and things, like, I don't think he would change his identity back to one that he's used previously. It's like with the gardener, he was like, oh, I'm bored of this identity. I need a new one. I like to change my identity. I get bored of them. So he wouldn't go back to being Izuchi, the Scottish chemist, experimentalist thing. So, I don't... Interesting theory. You may be right. You are Master Predictor, right? So... He could change back just to like deceive us, but I don't know. I'm not super sold on that theory. Yoshinase, detective. Don't lie. Ouch. That's so strict, Miss Sane-chan. Miss Sane-chan? Ah, up already, are you? Oh, he turned him into a kid. Oh, I see. No particular defects. It appears to have worked perfectly, naturally. So this medicine induces retrogression of our body's growth. Why would you make this? Why? What a funny question. Obviously because it seemed of interest. It showed up in an anime my brother was watching and I felt I could make that myself. So I did. You can just make anything if you want to, huh? I smell out the case. Ah, where are you? That's not right. Because of blah-de-blah and such and such. Your testimony's all out of whack, miss. What are you doing? There's been an incident, so I gotta solve it. Do incidents just happen anywhere? No issues with his body temperature or functions. You're open! Oof. Why did Izuchi suddenly sit down? I just tinkered with his clock, making when it transmits signals directly. I just tinkered with this clock, making it transmit signals directly into his brainwaves to make him suddenly fall asleep. Please don't tinker like that anymore. I'm Sleepy Izuchi, bona fide genius. What is he starting to do now? I suddenly fell asleep. Are you okay? My senses are still a bit hazy. Well, we all have those days. Right, you're right. Perhaps this is because I've been so immersed in creating strange medicines. I know, when we reach Blue Sun Street, come to my laboratory. I'll make you a test subject for my medicine. I'm guessing you don't remember? But just earlier, I'll do it! I'll call Natsukage and everybody and we'll all drink it. I see. You can call whoever you wish. The more test subjects, the merrier. Hooray! Well, maybe it's not so bad to have days like that every once in a while. Well, that was an epilogue. I think that was entirely supplemental to all of the events that went on. That was in the same way that 1beatHeart's epilogue was pretty much unconnected to 1beatHeart itself. That had literally no connection to 1beatHeart, and I think it was just a standalone, silly skit thing with some sort of callback to the previous game that I might have recognised if I'd played this game sooner after the first one. However, there is no denying that we are absolutely at the end of this. Far, far quicker than I ever envisioned we would be. Like, the second chapter went faster than the first, and I was like, oh, well, I guess that was just a fluke. Like, this is actually a really short game. I mean, normally I'm on board with short games. We're talking, like, what was it, about 4.5 hours from start to finish there, I guess. And normally, for me, like, as a length of game, that seems fine. But, I don't know, this felt lacking. It certainly lacked a satisfying conclusion. It was just like, haha, I was the bad guy, poof, and away! I was like, oh, well, we've lost him. Oh, okay. Everybody died and the bad guy got away. This is the most disappointing murder mystery ever, you know. You're supposed to catch the bad guy. Is there a third game is exactly the question that is currently going through my head. Not that I'm aware of. I've got no music, so I can click out of the window and it's not a big deal, but there is, let me see, I think it's because Miwashiba does, as I mentioned before, all sorts of stuff. I really difficult to actually find. What is bloody Miwashiba's website? Uh, 1beatHeart.nobody.jp is that. So, what is www.nobody.jp? Is that a thing that exists? No, that doesn't exist. I don't know if Miwashiba, by virtue of being Japanese, makes it very hard for me to track down on the internet anyway. And further to that, I don't think they have a specific website of their own. They have a Twitter account, but that's also all in Japanese and therefore unhelpful to me. VG Person is the person who does all the translations, and they make no mention of any third game. I mean, I guess Professor Layton might be entirely up my alley. I have suspected that before. But certainly not something I could stream, because it's not on a platform I own. Well, what is Professor Layton on these days? I thought it's just like Nintendo stuff, right? It's all in, yeah, okay. It's on, oh, it's available on, oh, there's one on Android. Oh, okay. Not that it's still not useful to me for streaming purposes, but there is one on Android. Other than that, it's DS and 3DS. Okay. It's not on Switch. My Switch hasn't arrived yet, but soon, I believe. Current status on tracking that is showing us out for delivery soon. Now, it'd be kind of cool to be able to stream Switch games, but then you have to buy into Nintendo's weird YouTube partnery thing where they take large chunks of everything you make because they're Nintendo and they say so, which, like, in terms of my income from YouTube, obviously that's next to nothing, but just as a business practice does not terribly sit well, and I wouldn't want to, like, endorse it. Yeah, so Miwashiba does not appear to have put out a sequel to 1beatHeart yet. The door is clearly open for more of them, so possibly an option. I will note that actually there are a lot. There are a lot of, free games, VG Person translated. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 19 Miwashiba games categorized as adventure/story oriented. I have played 6 of them. There's 13 more I could cut through here as well. Plus then there's a bunch of horror stuff. Oh shoot! Okay. Oh no! Then sorry. Then I'm sorry. I'm misunderstanding what the page I'm looking at. These are just the ones that VG Person's translated. They're not all Miwashiba translations. They're just translated games. So actually, we're talking 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there are 2 new Miwashiba games then. Actually, The Faceless Double and Walking on a Star Unknown. The Faceless Double looks pretty cute. I mean, they usually all are, so. Walking on a Star Unknown looks a lot older, actually. Wait, hang on, is this Miwashiba? Oh, sorry, it's not even Miwashiba. Again, I've misunderstood. Yeah, no, it's someone totally different. Yeah, there's only one. Okay, one game. Faceless Double is it. So that's the only Miwashiba adventure story game that I have not played yet. So let's put that one on the slate for things to look at. Okay. I'm not sure whether the faceless double is actually even... Yeah, I'm not even sure this is finished. It's currently showing version 0.02, only the prologue. Okay, one to keep an eye on. But as of today, I have played everything that Miwashiba has made that has been translated into English. In its entirety. Like, I mean, all the games that have been completely translated. And I'm not playing a partial game. Especially if it's a story. You want no cliffhangers. You're back. Oh, you missed... right, yeah. Basically, every game that has been translated into English, like completely translated from start to finish into English by Miwashiba, I have now played. The Faceless Double appears to be in progress, and you can download it, but it seems to be just the prologue of it. So yeah. So unless you want me to play the prologue of the Faceless Double and then be left hanging for however long it takes to translate the rest. Maybe we don't do that. So yeah. Now I need to find something else. I am going to have to... Yeah, I think we should wait too. I will definitely keep an eye on that. That's definitely... Yeah, it looks... It looks cute. It looks... Yeah, it's... Yeah, more of what I like, honestly. Yeah. I'm on board. Okay, right. Yeah, an entity known as God descends upon this world on a meteor, granting wishes accompanied by curses. When a boy wakes up with no form, his little brother Clover suggests that God might lift the curse. So they begin their journey in search of God. Yep. We shall play that one day. But, yeah, it needs to be finished first. Right, well, fine. What was it? Professor Layton. There's one on Android, right? Layton Curious Village in HD, apps on Android Play. This app is incompatible with all of your devices. Good news. God damn it. Why? Apparently it doesn't work on my phone. Layton's Mystery Journey. Oh, that one works. Okay, so some of the Layton stuff works. Yowza, that is... I mean, I guess they're trying to keep some sort of consistency across platforms. They don't want it to be like the same game as a DS game that they charge 35 quid for, but £5 on mobile. So it is quite possibly one of the most expensive mobile games I've ever seen. And I would feel weird about paying that for a mobile game, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be like, oh, it's a mobile game. I shouldn't be paying that. I shouldn't be paying £18 for a mobile game. That's far too much for a mobile game. But if you consider that it's the same game that you would pay £35 for on a handheld console, it kind of justifies it, I suppose. Just that much on mobile just feels like a bitter pill to swallow. I know I should definitely be supporting premium games on mobile, absolutely. Because free-to-play is a curse upon this planet, but... I'm like everybody else on this planet. I am a sucker for things that are like, oh, it's free though. Yeah, it only costs you your soul. Yeah, look, it looks as though they ported a bunch of them over to mobile, because on that one it was just like, also recommended all of these Professor Layton games, so I think there's mobile versions of a bunch of them, which is kind of cool. So, I mean, I've got a few things on my phone that I keep saying, yes, I need to get around to playing this. But, like, it can quite comfortably go on my to-do pile, I think. like in the run up to Christmas, they had like an Android sale, and I bought Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions, and I want to play that because I really like the Final Fantasy Tactics games, but I don't know, like on mobile, it's a weird place for it to be, because like I've sat down and sunk a lot of time into the handheld versions on Game Boy Advance and stuff, but on mobile it just feels weird, and like this isn't where this belongs, and it feels a bit clunky. But I don't know, I want to play the game. I just don't feel like I want to play it on mobile. It's awkward. So, I suppose what we need to do next is put a vote to the people. We need a referendum. And definitely a non-binding and only advisory referendum. But I need yours. I'm gonna have to put together a thing on the whatchamadoozits, on the what's it called? Discord. That's what I'm looking for. Discord. I need to put together a thing on the Discord for you to vote on again. Although I don't know how much store I should hold by it, because a bunch of people voted for 1beatHeart, but you're the only person who's turned up to watch that I've seen. Everybody else who said they wanted to see it ain't been here. Maybe they watched the VODs, I don't know. Hi folks if you watch the VODs, but I wouldn't know which... I wouldn't know which Leighton was actually the original. Which one is the original? Is Curious Village the original one? Okay, yeah, I had to dig out a Wikipedia timeline. Curious Village, Pandora's Box, Lost Future, Spectre's Call, Miracle Mask, Mystery Room, Leighton vs. Phoenix Wright, Azran Legacy, and Leighton's Mystery Journey. So yeah, Curious Village, if you're saying that is the original, and I guess it is the original, that is the one that says it is incompatible with my phone, so, don't know. Can't play it, I guess. So Leighton's Mystery... Oh, Leighton's Mystery Journey was the most recent one, right? Okay, fair enough. How... It sounds similar, though? I don't know. Either way, that one actually works on my phone, so either or. Anyway, that's we've done this whole thing where I ramble for 20 minutes after a stream's ended again. This happens far too often. I should stop doing that. Or maybe I should not. I don't know. I see people who ramble for half an hour before they even start a stream as well. I'm like, I don't feel like I could like engage people that well. I feel like everybody would just be like, play the damn game. But I don't know. Other people make it work. Yeah. Feel free to suggest things, PC things to play in the Democracy channel, or some point either tomorrow or Saturday I will put together some manner of list of things to vote on. It will be different to the previous list, to in some degree. I'm gonna keep going on with Sea of Thieves, I'll be honest, because I like it, and I feel like if I could get a video game that was good and consistent for my channel for getting new viewers and some sort of actual channel focus for a bit, I feel like Sea of Thieves could be it. So Sea of Thieves is alright. I don't know when Tulkas is due back. We might be able to get back into Worlds Adrift soon. So yeah, Sea of Thieves, 1beatHeart, and Worlds Adrift were the only... were the 3 games out of the 6 that I offered up before that got 4 votes. I say 4 votes. All of those, at least one of those was mine, so call it 3. And I'm doing Sea of Thieves, so Worlds Adrift? I don't know. I'll have to find some more things to, like, offer up as a thing. We'll see, we'll see. I got things. Actually, you know what? Recent. Where's my recent? I got... I don't know there'll be a lot of mileage in it. I did get sent a game earlier today that was the first thing anyone sent me through my, like, dev inbox that actually looked reasonably interesting. It's Warbital, which is a game about planets shooting things at each other to blow each other up and knock each other into, like, different orbits and stuff, which actually sounds kind of cool. It might be worth a look. Oh yeah, no, they embargoed it till the 31st though, so I can't actually look at it. Not yet. What else have I got? Nope. I've been sent a few games. They all look absolutely not my thing or just sort of garbage. I don't know. I need ideas. But that's, oh, you've seen it? Oh, okay. Cool. How have you seen it? The devs specifically, like, I mean, actually, it wasn't an embargo. The devs were just like, please don't cover the game until the 31st because we'd like all the coverage to, like, help us on launch day. They gave me 2 keys, so I could at least give a key to somebody else and we could get a 2-player game. I know 4-player would involve me finding out who else got keys and trying to get everybody together, and that's herding cats, and that's not a route that's ever fun to go down. Yeah. Right. I'm actually gonna go, I think. Been here far too long. Suggest things over in democracy. Blitz, of course. Of course Blitz played it. Blitz cares not for embargoes. Blitz wants views. Ha. Right. Also, you are aware of my history with Blitz, right? Or not? Because, like, that's just weird when we've got to a point in the world where people are just casually mentioning Blitz in my chat. Just like he's such a big YouTuber that everybody knows him kind of thing. It's like if you came in here and was like, oh yeah, the Yogscast played that. I'd be like, that's fine. You're supposed to know who the Yogscast are. They're big enough. People using Blitz in the same sort of context is just disconcerting now. Oh yeah, Blitz did that. Yeah, Blitz used to play on the same Minecraft server as me. We never crossed paths too much, but we coexisted in the same world for a year or so. And then he blew up, and now he unfriended me on Steam at some point. I was going through my Steam list recently, and I was like, I used to be friends with Blitz. He's unadded me. He's like burned all his old bridges, I guess. I don't know. He's just like, oh, these people are not worth my time anymore. Let me not. Like, at one point, he was, like, quite big and successful, but at least still had time to talk to the little guys. I don't think he would even respond if I messaged him these days. I really don't. Oh well. Power and fame changes people. Yeah, it's probably Blitz. Blitz, if the game looks... Firstly, it's physics, which is Blitz's thing. Secondly, it looks half decent, which means he might have jumped on it in an attempt to get on it before anybody else. And, yeah, no, those are the 2 main points, actually. 6 months ago? What? The game's not out. How? What? When? What? They literally sent me it today and said, by the way, can you not cover the game until the 31st, because we're not out yet? Unless he got in touch with them and they were like, yes, you're Blitz, you're huge, of course we want you to cover our game, we want hype. Yeah, could be. It could be that they got in touch with them, they saw the game and were like, hey, Warbital guys. Well, in all fairness, that's all the more reason for me not to cover it, because like they're so, I guess, embedded in the YouTube algorithm now that a game by a big shot from 6 months ago, like, anybody searching for that game is only going to find Blitz and Dragast. Like, it's not even worth my time actually attempting to play it. I'm not going to rank on these YouTube search results. Weirdly, on the other hand, if you search for Slime Rancher, I outrank Blitz, and he actually covered it before me. I just covered it more extensively and more detailed in the early days. So, yeah. I had a lot of stuff like how to find hidden things, which was really useful to people, and people like straight up just came to mind to watch, like how to get this key, back when people were still struggling to find keys. It was great. I liked that. I liked those days. Anyway, I said I was going to stop rambling about 5 minutes ago, and I'm still rambling. I am actually going to go. Please find video games for me to play so that I don't have to, but I'm going to have a look anyway myself. But like, if other people tell me what they want to see, then like that makes everybody happy. So I'm going. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you for joining me for 1beatHeart. This was a game that finished too soon, but hooray. Good night.